What's up, everyone? This is the BumCast. I am your host, HBIC, the head bum in charge, along with Baloney, Southside Bum, Dougie Fresh, and it's not a Bears victory money. Victory was snatched from us. It's Sad Boy Tuesday. How you guys doing?
Rough.
I'm on
Hold on.
season.
Yeah, I like the Blackhawk stuff. Early bum, Peter. You said we're wearing the same thing, and you changed your hat. I changed mine. One of us could have kept the same hat.
Yeah. Peter's a man of few words today.
There's a lot to talk about Bears wise, and I don't want to get to it. I hope we have 40 minutes of banter. Somebody has to have a good story, something to cheer me up. I've been miserable all day, just consuming all of the negativity online. That All 22 film, I tweeted it out, is like a snuff film. People are sickos if they keep watching that. They're perverts. I want no part of it. I tried watching some of it. Credit to the people that uploaded it, so I don't have to pay for it. Bad. It's bad all around, man. What do you want me to do about it? Let's somebody say something funny. 1, 2, 3, go.
I want to say thank you to our hermano Joey P for filling in past couple of weeks while Johnny was out and then Dougie was out. So thanks. Always nice to have him swap in whenever he can. So I mean, I guess it was good. Besides that game yesterday, it was a good week of football. And
Great.
I mean, like I don't know about you guys, but like betting, Dougie, did you do any betting this week?
Yeah, baby. 50 cents ain't trying to slow this train down, dude. But I will tell you, and I don't know if you guys did any betting yourselves, but it threw me off a little bit because I'm used to, like kind of doing like a deposit as you go type thing. Like I don't, I win, I take out. I just get too loose with stuff. So putting money back into the account, like I got to remember to add that 50 cents because a couple of my bets, like I started shorting myself because of that 50 cents. I was making like 24.50, bets. And it feels dirty. Like I don't want loose change. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, it's just something you got to get used to or whatever. But yeah, 50 cents is not slowing down this train. I don't know about you guys. Would you guys do any betting this weekend or?
Of course I did. Of course I was putting in parlays all over the place. It was just spewing parlays everywhere. There was 2 of them I missed by a touchdown, and that Buffalo and Baltimore game I had, Peter, cover your ears. I had a 17-leg parlay, and I missed it by 10 yards because they didn't throw it to Mark Andrews. 10. I almost had it, and I didn't.
That's
all those points that Baltimore threw up, and Mark Andrews gets 5 yards. Like
5 yards. 5 yards.
All right. So yes, it's week 1 of the NFL season. It'd be crazy if you're not hammering just a bunch of stupid things online. I guess you threw up the 00, Jason. You're trying to make a silent protest to who? Pritzker or the Illinois? Like
just Illinois in general. I'm silently protesting.
That's like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul or something like that. You're taking away your own enjoyment to make a point. You'd be doubling down instead.
But then again, I'd be just like Johnny, and I'd be motherfucking when I missed my parlay by 5 yards. Because that's exactly what would have happened. And then Illinois gets 50 cents out of it for nothing.
We've known each other long enough, Jason James, and maybe I'm asking the wrong person. I should be asking Sarah this, because instead of just complaining about your bets, I'm sure you complained all week about your fantasy football. It's the same thing.
Well, so it did start. So one of the reasons why I couldn't bet this week at all is because I was in Mexico last week, and apparently the Mexican government doesn't allow you to gamble.
Really?
Legally.
Yeah.
But like like my fantasy, I was motherfucking it like Thursday at dinner when I see that, or not Thursday, Friday at dinner when I see that Travis Kelce immediately took out Xavier Worthy, because Taylor Swift made a comment about how happy she was that they drafted him, and Travis is like, no. Then he find out he's only day to day, so I'm sure Travis is gonna have to finish the job now next time he plays. He's gonna make sure that he's out for the season.
I will say one thing though. I will say one thing about betting. Whoever had Worthy in their parlays, FanDuel, all the other betting sites, they got it fucking right.
They finally implemented that.
Yeah.
They have this.
season.
They have this protection in FanDuel where if in the first quarter if somebody gets injured or whatever, they will void it. So I'm finally glad that FanDuel finally and every other site did whatever they do with when somebody gets injured. So kudos to them.
Now some of these betting sites are doing the first half, so I would love to see FanDuel go ahead and get on that level and go first half, because I did have a bet that I got screwed on with the player getting injured in the second. So I would love that to happen. But speaking of bets, I do have a parlay going right now. Dinger Tuesday, baby. It's Dinger Tuesday. We don't normally have a show on Tuesday, so we don't ever really get to talk about it. But I got a Dinger Tuesday going on right now. I got a heater. It's a 5-leg home run parlay. I got Kyle Schwarber. I got Judge. I got Colson Montgomery. So anybody watching the White Sox game, Colson Montgomery does anything, I want to see those comments light up. You know what? Matter of fact, send a super chat and let me know that way I see it.
Give him more money.
Yes.
Yeah. Got Big Dumper and Ohtani. So it's a 5-leg.
Oh, you went super chalk.
Yeah. Yep. So 5-leg or whatever pays $17,000. And so far we've got Schwarber with a home run and Judge with a home run. So
wow.
All right.
Okay.
there, baby.
Before we
Three more
continue,
legs.
we have been talking a lot of betting to start the show, and we mentioned FanDuel a couple times. Well, we ain't sponsored by anybody. So if we want to talk DraftKings, FanDuel, Bet Rivers, whoever wants to pay us, let us know. We'll change those words right away.
Yeah,
That's true.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, guys, as I mentioned, I started my new job yesterday. So my 27-week nightmare is no longer around anymore. Glad to finally be back to work. But before that, me and the wife, we decided to take a nice little trip to Cancun. And, one last hurrah, mostly for her. She had to put up with me for 6 months, of being unemployed. So a little vacation for her. But had a good time. I have to tell you guys, like, we were there from Wednesday all the way through Saturday. It's like Saturday afternoon. Your body isn't built for like 72-hour benders anymore.
You don't say.
Yeah.
We probably could have told you that from a couple 2-3 group texts that we were in. But no, explain. You just went on a heater and you didn't stop for 3 days?
Yeah, I mean, when you're in the pool and the drinks are free, you kind of just keep going. And then the problem is, though, it's not so much the consumption, it's the mixing. You're doing a rum drink, a tequila drink, a vodka drink. You're sipping some.
You're doing the
sipping
Chumbawamba
some-
thing.
Yeah,
You're doing
Mixing.
Chumbawamba over here.
yeah, sipping some mezcal, having wine at dinner. Then you go up after some wine. You go up to the bar. You have some chocolate martinis or whatever, and you kind of just start going, and then after dinner you go back and you're like, oh man, it's 1 a.m. I kind of want a nightcap. Then you're going back down. You got a beer in your room. You got they got the taps in there. That was the first thing I noticed about the hotel, which we stayed at, which was kind of cool. They had bottle dispensers in the room.
I saw that. You posted that.
Jeez.
Is that just all included with your
Yeah.
That's not on a counter or anything like that?
No, that is for every room in the hotel. They have 4 dispensers. So vodka, gin, tequila, and scotch.
So I saw that, and now knowing that it's free, what are the odds they're actually filling that with Johnny Walker Black and not just like
it was.
Will?
It was. There was one thing I can remember the taste of, and that's Johnny Walker, and it was good. But yeah, I just I don't think I'm built for those mixing vendors. My liver was like, he's tapping out. He was.
Oh yeah. It's almost at this point. I mean, we've been doing the tailgates and going out. We had the segment last week with Joey P about the clubs and all that stuff. We're like a wrestler at the twilight of his career. He's got scars. He bleeds easy. He walks with a limp, but you're still getting into that ring one last time. That's basically your liver.
We're a bunch of Ric Flairs, Dusty Rhodes, and Terry Funks out here.
Yep, we're like the last remnants of the Four Horsemen when they were really bad, and it was basically only 3.5.
Yeah. Sarah goes lightweight. I was fine.
Proud of you.
Yeah, she was pretty consistent on like staying the course of like drinking. Like all she hammered all week was Aperol spritzes. So she was consistent with her drink choice, and then we mix it up occasionally. She mixed it up occasionally, but I was like running on the cocktail list. Like, let me try that.
Now let me ask you this: was there any drinking water at all, or no?
What do you like? Oh, like
drinking water during that whole time.
Hydrating.
I mean, like back in the hotel room, I was, but not like in the pool.
Yeah, there was this one time this dude jumped in the pool and a little bit got in his mouth.
Yeah,
that was about it.
Yeah, that was the extent of the water. It was in the hotel room.
The ice from the mixed cocktails.
Yes, that too. So something like kind of funny that we realized when we were out there is. I'm a pretty like sociable, personal guy. Like I like to, mingle with people when we're out and about and everything, and kind of just be like a social butterfly. So we're in the pool, and we like just drinking, and couples like come up like, hey, where are you guys from? Like talking and everything, and like Chicago. Oh, we're from Texas, and like, oh, we're from I forgot where we had another couple. I think they were like
Berwyn.
I honestly forgot where they were from. But it was nice, like just talking with people our age and everything. And then, I'm in the pool. I got I got my glasses, I got a hat on, and I kind of realized something. And I wasn't, and I didn't. And I was wondering if this is why like other couples were coming up to talk to us. This is the hat that I was wearing the entire time in the pool.
Dude, I was gonna make a joke where you wear like pineapple swim trunks or something. But my man just putting out there for the world to see. Good for you guys. Congrats to you and Sarah. We ain't judging. We're not king shaming. I'm proud of you guys. Let people know.
Well, the funniest thing is like I realized like we had this like couple like in their 50. I think they were around 50, and they were like talking to us and like just shooting the shit and let's do shots and all of this and all that good stuff. And then I was like, oh man, like I just realized like my hat, and Sarah had no idea what the pineapple meant. I'm like, upside down pineapple. You don't know what that? She's like, no. And I'm like, that's just like the sign to tell people that you're swingers, that you're in that lifestyle. She was fucking floored. Like
I'm shocked that hat made it back to Chicago.
So I got this hat from I bought a couple years ago. I bought some stuff from Travis Matthew, like some polos and like board shorts and everything like that. And they threw this hat in as a free gift for my purchase. Is Travis Matthew swinger?
So that's a good
golf
question.
Swinger.
Yeah, golf swing maybe. But nowadays with the cookies and the accept this whenever you're on a website or something, they probably just saw your browser history and be like, oh, this hat'll be
good. Yeah. So needless to say that this.
Oh no, you got to read that comment for the people listening.
My wife goes, yeah, after he realized that he went up to the room and left me there. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah. I had to go change. But yeah, this hat, I don't think it's going to be making it to a resort in Mexico or Dominican or anything.
Are you still going to wear it out in local? to the local,
No.
Costco or anything?
No.
Retired?
But,
Farmers markets.
Yeah.
But as soon you'll be happy to know, as soon as I told Sarah what that was, she immediately shot that down. She's like, we are not those people.
Gosh.
Retire the hat.
Last thing I have to say about Cancun, and Dougie, you go on many more vacations. We haven't been to Mexico in 4 years. For beer wise, it was just Indio and Tecate. Like Modelo and Corona aren't resort options. What's going on with that?
Good gosh.
Yeah, Tecate is like huge takeover, man. Huge takeover. And then some of them you'll see like Soul and stuff like that. They went they go super light.
Soul's not that bad.
Yeah, Indio's always been like the resort beer. Like, it's not bad. I don't mind Indio.
Tecate sucks.
Tecate is garbage. It's swill. I won't drink that.
Yeah.
I was a little upset though, like no Modelo or Corona.
I think Modelo's got too highbrow for Mexico. Like it's just for at least resort scene,
Yeah.
It's just too highbrow now. It's sad.
Very, very sad. So yeah. Word to the wise, don't wear a pineapple hat in the pool in Mexico. That's my
Or do.
Yeah.
Or if that's what you're.
If that's how you swing. If that's how you swing.
Hey, so then after you realized it, like nobody talked to you then?
Nope. They went away.
Yeah, after he took the hat off.
They went to the corner. They said hi to us at the bar like one more time, and that was the last of the conversation we had with them.
The rest of the weekend, they're like, "What happened, dude? No more pineapple fatigue."
Last we saw them.
The kick flip thrifts hats just don't have the same effect apparently, huh?
Right.
Damn. Gotta talk to our buddy Jose.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some Bears talk here because that's the reason we're on a Tuesday, and thank you for everyone for joining us tonight on the unscheduled broadcast for the BumCast. And guys, it was a tale of one drive basically. Came out, scripted plays, looked awesome, put up 7 points. First time we've done that, and God knows how long. We didn't do it at all last season, and everyone's like, "Yeah, Caleb, this is it, Ben Johnson," And then that was it. Caleb, I think we can all kind of agree that he reverted to like his old self. He did have the nice rushing touchdown to start the game, but just missing open, like not reading the zones, not getting feeding Komet at the time, or DJ Moore, or so. I want to get your guys' thoughts, but I think, that's basically the nightmare scenario that we all kind of imagined, was that, Caleb was not going to absorb the Ben Johnson knowledge, and then he was just going to try to scramble and make the plays on his own like he was last season. And it backfired in the Bears big time because, they lost 27-14, but you take away the pick six, 17 points. That's all they did. And I don't think that's good enough for winning any game in football, let alone if you have some of these other teams we got to play against this season. So let's just throw it out there and let's just start ranting and raving, guys.
All right. So you started off, and we got like a little, agenda of what notes we want to hit. But I remember doing this when the White Sox were at the lowest of their lows. We played the blame game, and it sounds like you're starting off with Caleb as the main factor of at least this game.
I think Caleb's a good. I'm not gonna say he's like the only reason, but I think he's a big part of, like, he did play good. I'm not saying that he played bad, but he also scrambled a lot and didn't make those reads when he should have.
Yeah. So the more I thought about that first drive, the more depressed I started getting, because he literally scrambled on a broken play and he turned chicken shit into chicken soup. And it kind of depressed me even more looking back at it, because this Bears team was never really in this game. I'm sorry. like people are saying that they blew it and they had the win, and yeah, technically they were there. But if you look at it and you really break it down, this team was never in the game. They just weren't.
I was watching the game at my family's house, and shout out Joel. And the more and more I kept on seeing a lot of these drives with Caleb. Again, I'm not going to pinpoint just one thing, but the offense. I just felt like it was too good to be true. Like that first drive was just like, oh yeah, everybody was saying, oh, we're, wow, we never seen this before. This seems like a whole different, football wise, something that we don't see at all. We don't see them driving down the field, especially with the Minnesota defense that is top 5. I would say top 5, 6 in the league. So when they went downfield, I'm like, this is it. We finally got our guy, Ben Johnson. Everything was going good. Then all of these things started happening. And I know we're going to get more into detail into it, but it just sucked the life out of me like Shang Tsung sucks souls out of Mortal Kombat characters. That's how it was. I'm just like, I can't believe we're reverting back to this. And I'm not going to blame Caleb for all this. There is a whole team effort on this particular loss. I'm only going to give the defensive pass. They did as much as had 3 players out. I think they did a hell of a job, as much as they possibly can. Once the offense could not do anything, that's when things started trickling down. So, but I know we'll get into more of this. It just, I'm not going to be the one that's going to be pinpointing Caleb as the benefactor of this loss. There's a lot of other plays into this that it was just god awful.
Yeah. So I think what people fail to realize, and it's something, and now I don't want to go back and be like, I told you guys so, but I talked about this very scenario on our preseason show, saying that you need more than one game for an offense to gel and for things to look right. And I said things are going to look bad before they look good. Ben Johnson has had 24 padded practices with these guys, with a new offensive line, with a broken Caleb Williams from last year, and from everything else, rookies that obviously didn't show up yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
This was to be expected. That's what I don't understand and granted, while I'm watching the game, I'm tweeting out like miserable like everyone else. But in the back of my head, this was going to happen. The Vikings are a 14-win team with 7 Pro Bowlers. Like, yes, they have a rookie quarterback, but they also have a hell of a head coach that we said was going to coach this guy up. Like, I'm not ready to jump from the rooftops. I think I have a list right now. I'm looking at it of good things that happened yesterday and bad things. There's a lot more bad things, but there's a shitload amount of good things too. Now, that being said, we did last week, our exercise of like wins and losses, and we had them at 10 wins. And we said they have to stack wins early for this season to go the way they want. And losing this game hurts that, because while we said, yeah, like it was a tale of one drive, or, like they looked bad most of the game, they had a 92% win probability going into the fourth quarter. They should have won that game. It was an Eberflus-like loss because it was a caravan of shit that happened for them to lose that game. It wasn't just Caleb. It was Caleb, the refs, Ben Johnson, Cairo Santos, the offensive line, the penalties. A bunch of this shit happened. And yeah, it's happened a lot in the past. And we've talked about this with Will Venable. I mean, Will Venable, it took like a full half season for them to wipe the stink off of Pedro Gaffo, right? Like, obviously now we're all happy with like the last, 6 weeks of the White Sox. It was going to take more than one game. It might take more than half a season. But we still have to have the process of like, oh yeah, it's going to be bad before it gets good.
No, I agree with you. I'm not like out on Caleb, and I'm not, like out on Ben Johnson or anything like that. What I would more have expected with that was maybe like timing was going to be off, maybe there's protection breakdowns, whatever, because they only played against ones for like a half, right? Not even a quarter.
Yeah, I would say
a quarter. What bothered me about with Caleb's play yesterday was, number one, like oversailing balls on people. Like some of those, he's got to make those throws with the one to Komet to one to DJ. He can't sail those balls. Number two, throwing balls at guys' feet. Like you can't, like broken screen passes, like you're throwing at the feet. You're trying quick out, like at the feet. Like that's stuff we can't do. I would expect them, to have, like, he's not reading this route yet because they haven't run this play enough, and he has to learn how to read the coverage and the offense and Ben Johnson's offense. I get that. I know I 100% agree with you that it's going to take more than 1 week for it to gel, but it's the throws and the immediate, like, the pocket, the second the pocket started collapsing, he's probably getting ghosts in his head from last season. And he's scrambling right away instead of trusting the new interior line. Now, again, I don't think the line only gave up 2 sacks this game, and he probably saved himself from 4 or 5 more with scrambling. But I think a lot of times, we were talking in earlier off season and last season, he's holding onto the ball too much, and it seemed like he was reverting back to a lot of that stuff. And I hope Ben Johnson can coach that out of him instead of trust the read and don't immediately break, try to run off the pocket and make something on the move. And to be fair, like, some of those throws he made on the move were awesome. The one sideline throw, the roam, was fucking awesome. The scrambling, he did a lot of stuff with his feet. So there was good, but you want less of that. You don't want him to, take a shot, running out of bounds, or, even when he ran into the end zone, he, did the hit stick on the guy, and that could be a shoulder right there if you hit the wrong angle. So I don't put all of it on Caleb. I just, there was some throw, like, like, it's like Troy Aikman was saying yesterday that, he's playing good, but he's missing the money shots. He's missing the big ball, the boom balls. And, like, I get that. Like, that's going to come with doing the offense repeatedly, but it's the throws that just infuriated me yesterday.
And I agree with you, because of all the things we heard and, read about and watched Caleb coming out of college, accuracy was never an issue. So that's where I don't understand. He was inaccurate last year, and he was inaccurate as hell today, or at least second half of yesterday, because he started off 10 for 10, and he looked like he was rolling, even though there were a lot of checkdowns. Sam Reeves is saying the DJ Moore corner post was him stuck in a position waiting to throw to the flat, and then seeing him last second. I saw that too, and it was a lot of it is things that can get fixed, because a lot of his missed throws is him relying on his arm and not planting his feet and looking at the direction he wants to throw. And I get it. You don't want to telegraph your passes, but a lot of times you have to set your feet and throw it to the place you want to put it at, right? And a lot of times he's either out of position or not setting his feet or not stepping up in the pocket. Those are things that you would hope are going to get better. Obviously, you would want that to happen week 1 of year 2, but it might take a little longer. But of all of, like, the bad things I have written down, a lot of them are fixable. Like, the pre-snap penalties were brutal, right? Everyone's complaining about the false starts. I watched a podcast. It was actually Ben Roethlisberger's podcast. He was talking about the things that Kansas City does. There are a lot of the same things Ben Johnson does, and it's a double cadence. And they talked about Caleb's cadence and how it changed year 1 into year 2. And it's something they've been working on. And them using a double cadence is going to take time for that offensive line to get used to, because you could tell a lot of those pre-snap penalties were just like, and we've heard about this. All of the reports in the preseason were they have a lot of false start penalties. They've had a lot of false start penalties. Ben Johnson talks about it over and over again. Yeah, it sucks, and you don't want to do that on a Monday Night Football game, but those are things that you anticipate getting better, because those were drive killers. A bunch of those penalties were just drive killers.
Yeah, 12 penalties, 127 yards. Just you can't have that happen.
Some of the stuff as well too, just kind of getting back with Caleb, because some people were reporting that there are a lot of times that with Caleb was that they saw Rome Odunze open, and he could not get him the ball because he can't throw that deep. That's one of the like big things. I was looking at what his pass attempts, and none of them were like over a certain amount of yardage. So, and then looking at JJ McCarthy as well too. I mean, you got to give that guy credit because I mean, that was his first game on the road against a division rival on Monday Night Football, and I thought that I think this was why I was frustrating because I thought that we were going to be able to win. I know it was going to be tight. It was going to be a tight game, but I thought we were going to have a chance to win. And obviously, the first I would say 2.5 quarters, he was playing like shit. Defense was doing pretty well, and then JJ McCarthy all of a sudden had always help him say it's Josh McCown. He had from the Vikings, he had the quarterback's coach on his ear the whole time and telling him like, hey, what to do and all that, and be calm. And he was totally fine after that. Like he settled in. And I think that was frustrating because we're looking at year 2 with Caleb, and it's still the inaccuracy that he was doing that. And I know this is game 1. I'm not going to overreact because I see a lot of people, a lot of Bears fans. I've been listening to a bunch of radio today and a bunch of overreacting, saying that, we should have kept Justin Fields or whatever. Stop with that. We got Caleb. I'm still hoping everything goes well with him. And just like how Peter said, it's going to get fixed. You're just going to have to give it time. So as much as I was all disappointed with this stuff, with the penalties and all that, it is definitely fixable. But at what point do you start looking at Caleb and just seeing like, are you going to give him the year with Ben Johnson? Are you going to give him the 2 years with, what I'm saying? Like, where does that start with that conversation? Because you're going to year 2 and you're hoping that things pan out. They don't do these penalties. Darnell Wright is another one as well, too. Like doing these penalties was a big, huge factor as well, too. So at what point do you just start questioning, hey, is it a Caleb thing? Hey, is it Darnell Wright thing? Did we make the right move? Not getting Carter, stuff like that. When do we start questioning that? So, but I'm not going to overreact. I'm not overreacting right now.
I think people are already questioning it. I think, realistically, they gave Justin Fields, 3 seasons, Mitch Trubisky more than that, or like just about the same. Yeah. It's not up to us. It's if Ben Johnson's going to know by the end of this season whether he could work with Caleb or not. My guess is it's yes, because he would have come here otherwise. He was, by all regards, the top candidate for a head coaching job. He could have gone anywhere. The fact that he chose to work with Caleb, whether or not you believe the reports that we're going to talk about later, like I think he's got him as much rope as anybody.
Yeah. So some other just interesting stuff. The game yesterday, Caleb only had 2 passes go over 20 yards, 1 for 22, 1 for 31. He was also the 5th worst in time to throw yesterday at 3.4 seconds. So, you kind of want to keep it under 3, but 5th worst on week 1. The actual worst quarterback yesterday or like week 1 was Justin Fields. So another one who we always said held on to the ball too long. So something about the Bears taking players who hold their balls too much. But yeah, I think, with just, you want to push that ball down the field. And, they did that or try to do it more towards the end of the game. But we mentioned the penalties. Yeah, we definitely have to hope that they clean that up next week. You can't have those false starts. You can't have them at home. You're going into Detroit on Sunday. Ben Johnson's homecoming. That place is going to be fucking loud. It's going to be like on steroids, playoff atmosphere. Those Lions fans are going to want blood to show like Ben Johnson, fuck you for leaving us. But the way that they played against the Packers, maybe we don't have to worry about that much about them. But it's going to be a loud. Ford Field's going to be rocking on Sunday, their home opener. They got to make sure that they clean up those false start penalties beforehand. Because even I will say some of those penalties though that the Bears got 12 for 127, some of those were bullshit ones. The refs really, kind of
Bullshit.
fucked us on too. The Darnell Wright holding where the guy just falls over. There was the other pass interference where the receiver just tripped on it and they called it like so. You can't beat the refs. You can't complain about them. But so two of those were drive killers for sure.
And they cost points both directions because it stalled our drive, and then it gave them like right after that penalty. That's when they threw the touchdown. I was like, the Bears should have won the game regardless. It wasn't the refs' fault, but it definitely didn't help that those calls were brutal. And, you still have to find ways to, move past that and win. But, yeah, it's just hard when you're playing against, the Vikings and the refs.
Yeah. I will say, though, that I liked hearing Ben Johnson today and even after the game yesterday take responsibility, saying that he needs to be better. Past 3 years, all we heard was, well, we're gonna straighten things. We're gonna look at the tape and we're gonna clean it up and we're gonna figure out the whys and all that, the Eberflusisms that just talking in circles. I love that Ben Johnson said that he immediately said I needed to coach a better game. I needed to be better. He didn't put it on Caleb at times. He said I should have I called the wrong play in that scenario. Today he came out and he said that I shouldn't have thrown the challenge flag, that I disregarded my guys in the booth and I should have trusted my guys in the booth because they said it was not a fumble. He's like, I got to be better. He's like, I wish I had back the Cairo Santos. I would have told him to kick it out of bounds instead of boot it, try to put it into the back of the end zone. So I like that he's taking responsibility and and not just immediately doing what Eberflus did for the past 3 years, which listening to him talk after when he was fucking up games left and right, blowing it, the timeouts and all that stuff, never taking responsibility for his own fucking actions. So I love that Ben Johnson was actually taking some of that, and his first game as head coach, and I know he's going to get better at it, but I just loved I will say I loved his comments post game and then today.
Yeah, I appreciate the accountability, but looking back at that game, and while everyone is, not solely focusing on Caleb, but a lot of the focus has been on Caleb. Ben Johnson, by all accounts, offensive genius. There's a lot that goes into being a head coach that's just not offense, right? It's the timeouts, it's the challenges, it's relying on your other coaches and your other staff members. He's a rookie. I mean, he's an offensive genius, but he's a rookie. And it was obvious that it was his first time coaching, especially the second half of that game. And that's something, again, that we're just going to have to be patient with, because I do think he's going to get better. And I do think he's going to be a hell of a head coach. But week one, it was obvious that he was a rookie head coach, especially at the end there.
Yeah, well, it's just like that one where I think they should have kicked the field goal instead they were trying to go to fourth. They're trying to convert that fourth down, and they didn't. This is not Detroit. This is not that offense right now. I just feel that I think some of the stuff that and people make mistakes. People definitely make mistakes. It happens. I think he was trying to, show that he had the brass balls going in for it on fourth down, but you got to take those points, because obviously that would have been big if they would have got those field goals. And obviously we're going to talk Cairo here in a bit, but I mean, when you have a chance to get points, get them, especially when it's early. I feel like that's something they should have done.
He's not. I talked about that in the preseason too, and I said there's a lot of Bears fans that are going to have an issue with this type of coaching, and we said this in the season preview. He's not going to take those points. He won't. He's going to go for fourth. He's going to go. And to tell you the truth, he called it. He was open. Caleb's got to put a better ball on that field. They should have converted that fourth down. I get it. Yeah, you want to take the points, and in the long run, maybe something's different and you win the game. But that's just how he's going to – that's his style of coaching. I don't think that's changing. I think a lot of the other things will change. One being Cairo Santos and his fucking noodle leg.
Yeah. That's why I was not mad at him going on fourth. I mean, there is no guarantee. There is no guarantee that this dude's going to make a field goal. I mean, the one that he made, he fucking sneaks it in on the one side or whatever. And the one thing that I was aggravated about, and I was glad that he took accountability on it when he didn't, when he said that he thought Santos had enough leg to get it out of the end zone. We all know he doesn't have enough leg to do anything. So, I mean, that should, that is one thing that like blew my mind with Ben Johnson.
Watch film. That's all you had to do.
But that's
listen to the BumCast. I've been talking about it for 3 years.
But then that's a problem. Like if why are you signing a kicker for 4 years and you don't have that you don't have like any why am I drawing a blank over here? Confidence with him hitting a 20-yard field goal, because I think they were on the 20-yard line. I mean, yes, I get he's going to be like that, but you got to play smart too, man. Like, if we had gotten those points, it could have been obviously a different game. But like I said, woulda, shoulda, coulda, whatever it is, if he's going to still continue doing that. But if you don't have confidence in your kicker hitting a 20-yard field goal, that's a problem. And especially if you sign him for 4 fucking years.
Yeah, I don't think the confidence in that specific scenario was it. No. He's accurate. Like, he's accurate within the 40. Everyone, all of the Santos supporters talk about how he's more accurate than Robbie Gould. But yeah, it's all within 40 yards. And as soon as the wind blows and the night turns gray and a couple other things, like, he just fucking refuses to kick the field goal.
You get a waxing moon.
I mean, dude, let's be honest, and I'm not trying to, hey, I will take that win against the Packers. There isn't a single one of you motherfuckers that thought he was going to nail that kick. Not one of us. Not one of us.
He did this.
I don't know. Walking like a goddamn Egyptian. He kicks like one. He's fucking, I'm just saying.
So, all right.
I have no confidence in if the Bears do not have a kicker trying out tomorrow, I will be very disappointed.
They're not, because he signed a 4-year deal.
They made him captain. He's the captain of this team. They're not going to cut him. We're on the Santos train whether we want to or not. The problem is the indictment, and this goes to the indictment. I talked about the blame game, and you could do a slice to Caleb, and you could do a slice to Ben Johnson, and you a slice to the penalties and the offensive line. I think a big chunk of this fucking loss should rely solely on Ryan Poles and his inability to bring some depth to this team, because the kicker is an issue, and you gave him a 4-year contract at the time. Your rookies yesterday. We were all excited about Loveland and Burden and even Trapillo and all of your 4th-round rookies, like all of the rookies you drafted, 0 contribution yesterday. You can't win football games like that.
Colson had 2 catches.
That's
yesterday.
nothing.
Like 14 yards, I think, or something like that.
Yeah,
by all accounts, I mean, Burden had a nice return at the end of the game when it didn't matter anymore. Burden did nothing. Colson Loveland did nothing. Ozzie Trapillo did nothing. Karana Magaji's not on the team anymore. I could talk to you about all of their 3rd-round picks from last year that are not on the team anymore. You can't win football games like that. Like, I get it. Once you're there, it's X's and O's, and it's Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams and stuff like that. But I think Ryan Poles is leaving a lot to be desired.
Well, I mean, I got a whole notebook when I wanted to put him on trial, and everybody called it off as soon as Ben.
He got an extension.
We can still put him on trial, But I think the big glaring thing that I saw yesterday that was just not having a decent running back, and we were saying hey, you know what, we're gonna get somebody. We got 1-2 punched all night long. And just when the one dude got tired, they popped in Jones, and then, Jones was eaten. It really sucked not having a solid number 2. Damn, that.
Well, Monungai didn't even get a rush attempt. He was in he was in for a few drives, but I would have liked to see what he would have done. But
your 6th-round running back,
7th.
Yeah,
but
so I get it. Monungai had a great spring, or he had a great preseason.
But we were saying
he's a 7th-round running back.
That's what I'm saying. We were saying for weeks, we're like, oh, they're gonna, they're working this guy out. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do that, and they just didn't do nothing with that spot. And that's another hole that I think Ryan Polston, Phil?
So question for you guys then yesterday. So we all know Santos had no shot of booting that ball in the end or out of the end zone yesterday.
No.
Would you have number one had Torrey Taylor kick it, or would you have attempted an onside kick?
No, it's at this point the main objective of that is to conserve the 2-minute warning.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get a 3 and out, you get the ball back with like 57 seconds or something like that.
Right.
Who gives a fuck just kick it out of bounds and take the penalty and start at the 40. It doesn't matter. You don't even have to try to kick it out of bounds.
Well,
that's where Ben Johnson fucked up. Just kick it to the sidelines and get the 15-yard penalty.
Well, that's what they said. But that's what they said.
Well,
Ben
he said
Johnson
that,
said, yeah.
But they changed the rules today or this season. Instead of the touchback being at the 25, it's a 35 now.
Right. Who cares?
So you're giving up 5 yards. Just kick. Yeah, you're right. Kick it out of bounds then and eat the 5 yards.
Even if you kick it out of bounds, it doesn't even make it to the end zone. You kick it to the sideline, and you give them the ball at the 40. Who gives a fuck? You need a 3 and out, and you save your timeouts. That's where the situational awareness. Like we thought Ben Johnson was going to be better. He fucked up this time. And you have
losing the challenge timeout.
And you have Kevin O'Connell on the other side waving at his guy to bring the kick in because he knew the situation.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and that, you know what? And I'll be honest with you, like when he did that challenge or whatever, I had no clue that like punching the ball is considered like touching the person down. I had no clue. I mean,
you go all ball and it's considered touching. Like,
and I wasn't really pissed off at that challenge at the time,
right? Because
I saw two different people, refs. You know, obviously the guy from ESPN, who was it, Tony Correnti, whoever's the ref, he was saying one thing. There was someone online saying something completely different. So it's like, if they don't know the rules, how the fuck I mean, I get it. You're paid to know the rules. Ben Johnson or someone on his staff should have known that. But at the time, it was such a bang play, and they didn't touch him. So that, like, you would think that should be a fumble. And if not, change the rule, because that should be a fumble.
It should be. It should be.
Yeah. But then again, like, Ben Johnson's got to trust his guys and say, don't challenge it then.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
and that's where I'm saying, like, the waterfall of shit for this loss to happen. It was like everything at once. It was like, you know, bang. I mean, we should be used to it, but like, they should have won. 92% win probability. They should have won that game.
All right. So the one thing I do want to talk about too, Dayo Odeyingbo, got to put some respect on his name, right?
Big time respect.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. I think, obviously he had a great game yesterday, and Javon Dexter too, and I was happy with seeing what he was doing. I think that the defensive line, you know, might hold up. You know, obviously, you know, when you have down 3 starters on defense, that's always going to be a pain. And when the offense can't have sustained drives, you guys are they're going to get gassed out, you know, pretty damn quick. But I like what I was seeing from Dayo yesterday. That was a good pickup on Ryan Pohl's part.
I think the respect started when Jason just learned how to pronounce it. That's how we put respect on the dude's name, is pronounce it correctly.
Literally know how to pronounce it.
Oh yeah, I love it.
And Dayo Odeyingbo has been someone that people have been shitting on all preseason because he didn't show up during the preseason, and you know the reports from camp is like he was non-existent. You know who's non-existent and is a big problem is Montez Sweat. I didn't hear Montez Sweat name called.
One time.
Just once, yeah.
Dude. And it was late. It was late.
The Dayo Odeyingbo penalty, that was bullshit too. That was like, I had to tweet out there, like, you know, you just can't play tackle football in the league anymore. But like, so I like the fire that Dayo Odeyingbo showed. I thought Noah Sewell was really good. He was really good on run defense. Coverage wise, there's a lot to be desired. But overall, I think Dennis Allen had that team ready to go. They were confusing JJ McCarthy. They were doing some exotic things like showing one thing and then doing another. Giving up 21 points in the fourth quarter is tough. It's a tough look. But by that time, you know, you're running 2s and 3s out there and they're gassed, and like the offense isn't, you know, time of possession. The offense was doing good up until the like middle of the third quarter, and then everything went to shit.
Yeah. Montez Sweat only had 2 tackles yesterday. He did have the one pass deflection, but when you pay him that kind of money, you pay him top defensive end money, and he doesn't do anything with it. That's concerning. Now Minnesota does have a good line, so but so does Detroit. So we need to see something better from better scheming from Dennis Allen to get him better pressures, because I thought Dennis Allen had a really good game going, and then the defense just gassed out.
They gassed out. Another credit to Nashawn Wright. We were all worried about Jalen Johnson not playing that game. That kid showed up, and he was banged up, and he hurt his knee. I mean, he was already hurt going into the game, but he played on a bad knee, went out, came back in. He showed grittiness. He covered the Vikings receivers about as good as they could have. Obviously, Justin Jefferson was always going to get his, right? Like, you just hope to limit the damage. And I think he did a great job. Everyone on the secondary did about as good of a job they could up until the end when, like we mentioned, they were just gassed.
Yeah. All right. So any other notes from the game you guys have?
Yeah. Listening to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman is fucking awful. It was terrible, dude. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking at it one-sided, but like it felt like as soon as like it started to turn on the Bears, that's when they just started pumping on the JJ McCarthy bandwagon, man. And they were so up this kid's ass, man.
Did you guys know he's from Chicago?
No, I had
it's his hometown.
No,
he's from the Grange.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, they went like deep cut stuff, because they knew that Bears fans were watching and everything like that, and they went deep stuff that only suburban people know. Like most of the people watching that broadcast had no clue what most of the shit they were talking about. But it's just, I don't know, man. Do you guys just feel like it's always like when it comes to reffing and it comes to like stuff like this, it just always feels like everything is against the Bears. Like it just, I mean, we're
swimming upstream like every primetime game.
We're mush.
I don't know, man.
And it sucks because it was more, and now I'm kind of contradicting myself because I said like we got to give it more than 1 week and it was going to look bad for a while. But you still start off the season with all the hope that everything's going to change. And it was changing up until it didn't. And then it's like back. and then it's like, fuck, we're back here again. Like time is a flat circle.
Yeah. All right. So Bears have the Lions on Sunday, as we mentioned, Ben Johnson's homecoming. But I don't know. Like the Lions didn't look good against the Packers on Sunday.
Right.
The new offense without Ben Johnson looks pretty much booty. So,
one takeaway or like one thing I'm leaning on is that one of these two fan bases are going to be ready to jump off a cliff by the end of Sunday, and honestly, it could be Detroit more than Chicago because what I have like in my head, the way the Bears win this is that Ben Johnson and his coaching staff knows the ins and outs because they didn't just lose Ben Johnson, right? They lost Antoine Randall. They lost a couple more people. If there's ever a time to game plan and scheme around, their weaknesses, the Bears should know this. The Bears should know how to defend against Jared Goff. The Bears should know how to exploit the defense. But that being said, if you go pound for pound, they still have more talent on that roster than we do on our roster, and they're playing at home. So it's still, what would you think? What did they open up at? Like 6.5 points?
No, they're at 4, I think, right now.
4?
Yeah.
That's good for the Bears because I thought they were going to be like 6.5 point underdogs.
Let's see if
it was at 4.
Changed. It's at 5.5 now.
Okay. So it went up a little bit.
But if the Bears win this game, we're having a completely different podcast next week because we always said they were going to be 1-1. Like we just did the exercise last week. We had them at 1-1 after 2 weeks. If they win against the Lions, but they lost against the Vikings in a close game that they should have won, I feel like that's going to change the fact. If they get blown out and it's not even close, and we're doing this and it's 0-2, I mean, obviously it's the Ralph Wiggum yes and no thing, but it's like, fuck.
How are we with Johnson, Gordon, and Edwards? Are they anything about? Is this kind of like day to day?
It sounded like they were like week to week at this point. So
okay.
Well, both Gordon, especially Johnson, it just sounded like he just needed a couple more days, but he's needed a couple more days for the last like 3 weeks. So it's like you just don't know.
I will say one thing though. I wouldn't want to play on that Soldier Field turf as well too. So I'm like, I maybe I'm just like thinking like, yeah, I don't think I want to get hurt just right now.
I told you guys that field was gonna look like ass cheeks, and it was like, holy shit. I mean, the line. Did you guys see that one picture? I think I had. I didn't.
It was like
script.
It's like Crayola.
The line looked like Landon drew the line, and then the field was in shambles. I talked about the concerts. That was. Two things, not X's and O's, that I wish should have been addressed but didn't, was the Soldier Field turf. Obviously, Chicago Park District bummed, evergreen bums.
Yeah.
And it was online all the time. I had the group. It was in the group text. I love Caleb. That undershirt was fucking abhorrent. It was brutal.
I was surprised they even allowed that, because I was like, NFL has strict like dress code. You get flagged for wearing pink shoes, but Caleb gets to come out with a baggy ass fucking Nike jersey.
It looked like the gym shirt they give you in high school.
I don't care if he had that shirt. That doesn't bother me at all. I saw that a lot all over the internet.
Look good, feel good, play good.
No, if he plays so if he played good, is people going to complain about that still?
He had a garbage bag on, man.
No, he didn't. He didn't have a garbage bag on. No, I didn't take any. Like,
it was from the Dare Leak collection.
Yeah,
dude, I'm with. So one last thing on Caleb, because it was like, it's funny, like all the Joe Schmoes and the core callers and the ESPN 1000 people, everyone complaining. But like I mentioned, I listened to the Ben Roethlisberger's podcast. He had really good things to say about it. Kurt Warner gave him a good grade. Pro Football Focus gave him the second best grade on offense from all of the Bears players. So it's like the pros see it one way and then us meatheads see it the other way. I'm going to kind of lean on those guys. But that shirt was fucking brutal. So that's my main takeaway, is like, fix the shirt. I'll worry about the accuracy later. Just give me a fucking clean Under Armour shirt or something underneath there.
Yeah. All right, so week 2 at the Lions, but it's also the same day as our Bears watch party, our first of 4 at the Remova Loft this Sunday at 11 a.m. So come in, because we're going to have a very awesome time in there. We're going to be watching the game on their 20-foot video wall, and yes, there will be Red Zone, so you can keep on for the fantasy updates as well. But we're doing a brunch buffet. $35, you get a brunch buffet, and you get 5 drink tickets. Mimosas, bloodies, beers. But if you don't want to eat or drink, that's cool. Come, it's free to show up. But we're giving like one of the best food and drink packages around for this Bears game. And then we're also going to be doing squares. We got 4 cool prizes. We might as well announce them right now.
Let it rip.
All right, so 4 quarters, 4 prizes. One prize is going to be 2 free brunch passes for our next watch party in October. Well, we have another one at the end of the month, but for our next brunch one. So you get 2 comp tickets for brunch. It's one of the prizes. The second prize is going to be a nice little Bears hat. So we have we'll have that on display. Third prize, which was donated by our friend Sydney Brown. We're going to be giving away the bowl, like the pinstripe red and pinstripe Southside jersey. So that's going to be third prize. And fourth prize, final, custom jersey of your choice, your size, your player. We're going to take your measurements right there, in the bar.
I have the tape.
Inseam and everything.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're gonna
Even if it's for a jersey, we're measuring the inseam.
Yeah, we're gonna get that size. Also remember, it is Fanatics, and they fucking suck with their sizes. So
like Caleb's rain poncho undershirt.
Yeah. So custom jersey of your player jersey of your choice and size will be the grand prize. So please hit our link up in the Twitters or on Instagram in the link in bio. RSVP Bright Bunch Buffet. We'll see you all Sunday. It's gonna be a good time.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's on my pin page. It's on the Bum's pin page. It's on Instagram. Eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes, waffles, hash browns, 5 drink tickets. That's a nice Sunday meal.
Right.
Yes.
And like Baloney was saying, one of these fan bases is going to jump off the cliff. And if it's going to be the Bears and it's going to be us, we might as well go out with a full belly. Right?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. So we're done with Bears game day talk, but we have some other Bears talk we're gonna do because right before kickoff earlier in the day, Kevin Warren, being the cunning genius that he is, decided that he's going.
Did we lose him?
Yeah, we lost him.
Lost him for good or just lost him for a little bit?
Okay, there we go. Kevin Warren, being the cunning genius that he is, decided to drop the stadium news that they're to the season letter to the season ticket holders, to the press release that they are officially doing Arlington Heights. So thank you for telling us everything that we've known for the past 2 years already. You wasted time. You could have had stadium 3/4 of the way done already. But the posturing is, it seems like with the city is over. They are solely focusing their attention on Arlington Heights now.
I have a little bit of a theory on this whole thing.
Go ahead, Doug.
I feel like this announcement was going to come out at some point this week, but then somebody showed him pictures about how terrible that field looked yesterday and was like, perfect timing, bitch. He just saw all those lines and all those sod not meeting up and everything looking like crap. And he's like, you know what? This thing is going to be all over everywhere. Let me go ahead and get ahead of this thing. New stadium. See you later. Fuck you, Park District.
I hated it. I hated the announcement. It was so obvious what he was doing. Obviously, Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, and everyone's gearing up for a Monday Night Football game. And he just wanted to be like, hey, look at me. I'm still doing my job too, which should have been done 2 years ago. For as much as everyone gave Kevin Warren credit for like the Minnesota stadium and his work with the Big Ten, I mean, he hasn't done shit for me, at least. And people are talking about the Illinois politics and it's different. The dude just postured forever. And we gave Ted Phillips shit forever. Ted Phillips was the one that got this land and saw the vision of Arlington Heights. This shit should have happened already. He talked about like the Super Bowl, them being able to bid on it in 2031. So it sounds like 2031 Super Bowl in Chicago is going to happen. Kevin Warren, man, like just fucking read the room one time. I hate it. I hate everything about it.
I'm not gonna. I'm. Once you start putting those shovels on the ground, that's when I'll be like, okay,
right,
it's finally happening. At this point, anything they say, I'm not buying it, anything whatsoever. Even though I know that Arlington Heights is the play, I just feel like until you get those shovels in the ground, I don't fucking care at this point. I don't.
So the Denver Broncos announced that they're going to be building a new stadium. They came out their release today. So who do you think gets shovels in the ground first, Denver or the Bears?
Denver.
Yeah, Denver.
That's a good question. Well, now that this is going, I saw somewhere, and I thought I had heard an interview before. They're trying to get shovels in the ground by the end of the year, right? I think December is the Bears' goal for them to get shovels in the ground. So if Denver announced it, this week, I still think maybe the Bears are going to have, but you never know, dude.
Until you get the Chicago winter and the ground's frozen, until the ground's frozen and no one's working until February.
You know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen in typical Chicago Bears, typical Chicago fashion? It's going to be like the Chicago Sphere that they remember. There was a hole for the longest time downtown.
Oh, the Spire.
That's basically what's going to happen in Arlington Heights. They're going to put a hole in there, and they're not going to figure things out until 2028 or 2029.
You know what we're going to do all winter long, Dougie? When you're digging in the fucking freezing cold temperatures, digging out a water main, or if I'm excavating something, we're tweeting at the Bears. You better be fucking working too. Like, if we're digging with heavy machinery, you better be digging too.
Nice
I need somebody close to. I'm sure we have a listener that's in Arlington Heights or close by. I need like active, almost like deer cams when you go hunting. I need a fucking camera on that fucking area just to make sure they're working. If Dougie's working, they're working.
I like it.
The thing that scares me the most about this stadium and building and everything is you just think in Illinois how long they've been working on 294, how long it took them to do the 90-290 interchange. That took the 90-290 interchange took fucking 8 years to do. 294 is going on what, year 7? What are we doing here? Like the stadium's going to be built when I'm going to be done when I'm 55 years old.
Yeah, I'm not debating you.
All right. Last Bears note that we have, and Peter, I'll let you run with this because I text you about it. I didn't know the story with it. CHGO shit the bed.
Oh yeah.
With the Caleb Williams story. So, give me your thoughts and what the rundown here.
All right. So people are big mad at CHGO and the heads up in charge with CHGO for that Tyler Dune story, the hit piece that came out on Caleb Williams three days before the start of the regular season. And people were dissecting his journalistic integrity and a bunch of other things. But I read the entire, it was 3 parts. You read the entire thing. It was sour grapes. It was sour grapes by people that got fired and want to tell their side of the story, because Caleb and Caleb's dad, if you guys remember that Seth Wickersham article and a bunch of other things, they told their side of the story. They talked about Caleb, not learning how to read tape or like being in meetings by himself. That was that side of the story. Now people on the other side are probably like, I want to get our side out. And they waited until the beginning of the season, almost as damage control, because if the Bears were going to be good, they were going to be irrelevant regardless. So it's like, it was really obvious what was going on, but CHGO ran with it. They interviewed the guy, even though he was having connection issues, and it was a bad podcast. And they hand up, said, we probably should have vetted this a little more. We should have gave it time. They didn't need to do an emergency podcast. Waddle and Sylvie have been doing the same thing. And I love Waddle and Sylvie. They've been quoting this article left and right all day Friday, all day today. Sylvie can't stop talking about it. So as much as CHGO is getting shit, some shit should go Sylvie's way as well. But I feel like, as soon as someone fucks up, especially someone like CHGO who built their reputation, they've only been here a small amount of time, but I think they are the predominant voice when it comes to Bear coverage now, between their actual writers and someone like Braggs, who is the voice of the fan. You could go to ESPN 1000, you could go to 670 to Score, but more times than not, I'd rather go to CHGO because they're going to be on air. They're going to do their emergency press conference. And before Friday, they did really good work. And people could complain about the Carm. People don't like the Carm. They could complain about a couple other things, but they do really good work. It sucks that one bad thing is kind of fucking railroading the whole thing. So I understand why people are mad. I understand that you want to be fan first and not give credence to these type of stories, but it's also their job to report the stories too, whether or not they're legitimate or not. And like I mentioned, Caleb and his dad got their story out. Now Waldron and Thomas Brown and a couple other people want to get their story out. The only issue I had with that is Caleb and their dad put their name behind it. These are anonymous sources and an anonymous thing. Everyone knows who they are, right? Put your name behind it. If you really want to go after someone, especially, a second-year quarterback, put your name behind it. But they didn't. They went the anonymous route because they want to keep getting hired. Shane Waldron, who I don't know how he keeps getting hired. But, the internet was in an uproar, especially Bears Twitter. And, they got their pitchforks out and stuff like that. It sucks. They fucked up. They acknowledge they fucked up. I'm okay with it. I'm still going to watch them. But I know a lot of people, little by little, I feel like people are turning on CHGO. Not only
I think Adam Hogue. I think it's more Adam Hogue that people are out on, at least from reading comments.
Yeah. I mean, they base themselves on being different, and I don't blame them for talking about it. You got to talk about it, but giving that clown the platform, that was the big thing. That was the big thing for me, that I was just like, man, why give this, you could talk about it, but then give this dude the platform. That was a little much for me.
Yeah. All right. We got some fun stuff next, but before we do, we're gonna just masturbate ourselves.
Hey, yo.
ShySportsBums.BigCartel.com is the home for all Chicago sports bums merch. We have Bears, Hawks, socks, and bums merch available. Anything you need to get ready for a big game or a Chicago sports bums event. Remember, all profits go directly back into our Whiskey at Comiskey tailgates to keep the beer and food free for everyone. So head over to ShySportsBums.BigCartel.com and pick up a couple Toot Tree shirts today.
Alrighty. We're gonna do something fun that I've been wanting to do for a couple weeks now, but Dougie, you were out, Johnny, you were out last week. So college football is back, and I thought it was gonna be fun to quiz you guys and see how much you know about your college football teams.
Zero.
This is why it's gonna be fun. So Johnny, if you don't run away with this, I'm gonna be very, very pissed off. The name of the game is College Football City Quiz. I'm going to give you guys a college, and you're going to tell me the city. So if I said University of Illinois, you would say
Champaign.
There you go. All right. So I got 12 teams here, and we're going to see how well you guys pay attention.
I hate this already. Are we going like first person to yell out? Or are we going like
first person to yell out? Yeah,
all right.
gets the point here. All right. First one's easy, guys. Notre Dame.
South Bend?
South Bend.
Point for Peter. But you all got it.
He was uppest.
You got the point. All right.
He's closest to your ear. That's why.
All right. Point for everyone. Point for everyone. Y'all got it. We'll say it's a nice three-way answer there.
Yeah, I'm not getting many points, so I got to fight for the ones I got.
My man. All right. Second one is Penn State.
Happy Valley.
No.
What? Is that not the place?
That's at the city.
I should know this because I watch Big Ten all the time.
I just want to say Sandusky.
All right. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answer is State College, Pennsylvania.
Nah, it's Happy Valley. I want credit for that one. People in the chat, should I get credit for that?
Penn State.
They don't know.
They play in State College, Pennsylvania. That's the city. All right, next up
with that one.
North Carolina.
Chapel
Raleigh.
Hill.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. No, it was Chapel Hill.
Point for Johnny.
You're right.
That
was good.
It is Chapel Hill. Good job, Johnny. All right, number 4, Oregon.
Eugene.
Yeah.
Peter, good job.
R.I.P. that podcast.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Did you see what happened to the duck the other day?
Yeah, lost his
Oh,
head.
he lost his head, right?
Did he? Oh,
Yeah.
It's like Dougie reliving that when Southpaw had his head off.
yeah. What?
The
But then,
face that
he-
Dougie had.
But then he came out as a Labubu the other day.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that was
yeah,
good.
yeah, that's right, yeah.
All right, next up is Alabama.
Tallahassee.
Tuscaloosa.
Damn it.
Peter,
Wrong T.
point for Peter. All right, next up, Texas A&M.
Oh shit. I know this because of Casey from I only know these because this is like the places Barstool goes to for their football shows.
I know they're called the Aggies.
Is it College Station?
Point for Peter.
Damn.
Go
And I
Peter.
hate college football.
All right, next up we got Florida.
Gainesville?
Point for Peter. Good job. Johnny, come on, man. We got to make a run here.
This is better than Lawrence versus Vikings. It's also better than the spelling bee.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
All right, next up is Georgia.
Fuck. Where does that dog run around? I don't know this one. Is there like a Macomb, Georgia, or Macomb?
There is a Macon, Georgia, but that's not the answer.
Oh, okay. Georgia. Augusta. I mean, that's just
No.
That's what I think of. When I think Georgia, I think Augusta.
You had 2 guesses. So, Dougie, Johnny, you want to take a guess?
I got nothing.
Joey P gets the point.
Oh.
Athens.
That's Greece.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
All right, next up is Oklahoma. This one's a tough one.
No, it's not because of Jim Ross. My answers are like, what's that show?
Yeah, they're not. They're like all like podcasts and wrestling, and
What's that movie?
That's how you know.
What's that
Beautiful
movie?
Mind?
No, with the like Indian kid, Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh,
All right, Jim Ross. Where did he go? Where did he go? Fuck, I know this. I'm gonna get pissed. I can't pull it. What do we got? Give me a timer.
give you a couple more seconds here.
I'm not gonna get it. I can't pull it.
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue.
It is Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah, fuck. That one's easy too.
All right, we got 3 left here.
That's what I thought you were thinking of. At first, I'm like, what movie is he talking about?
Slow down.
All right, next up is Purdue.
West Lafayette. I knew that because of Rick.
I was gonna, if you didn't get that one, I was gonna be pissed off because
I couldn't remember if it was Lafayette or West Lafayette.
yeah. All right, 2 left. LSU.
Baton
Rouge.
Yeah, play neck,
Point
bitch.
Point for Johnny. Every time LSU, I always think of that, like that Rich Milf who was doing the
Oh yeah.
in the video.
Yeah.
All right, final one. Auburn.
Oh, Bo Jackson.
That's not a city.
No. I'm thinking. I'm trying to.
His turn. He
Cam
already wasted his turn.
Newton.
I'm trying to correlate things.
Wait, you
Auburn.
said Auburn. Oh, damn it.
You know what? I'm glad you didn't give us like all of like the. I thought you were gonna give us some bullshit ass schools. You know, like Norfolk State or something like that. I mean, I guess that would be Norfolk, but like one of those kind of things. I don't know. I don't have this one.
Johnny, you got to get this was a trick question. Auburn plays in Auburn.
Ah.
Oh, boo. Boo.
Wait,
All right,
yeah.
then.
Was I thinking Frank Thomas?
Yeah.
Where'd Bo Jackson go to school?
Good question.
I thought he went to Auburn as well too.
I don't know. In my head, I thought Bo Jackson. Was I
Didn't
wrong?
he go to Alabama?
It could
No.
be. I don't know. My mind does weird things.
I could have swore he went to Auburn.
Ohio State.
No, he
Bo
did go to
Jackson went
Auburn.
Ohio State.
He did go to
Right.
Auburn.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was.
Oh,
I
I
thought
was looking-
JT was.
Lamar Bo Jackson.
Oh yeah, the other Bo Jackson.
What?
Bo
There's another
Jangle.
one.
Bo Jangle over here.
All right, Peter, congratulations. You're the winner on a college football
Denver.
quiz.
Did not see that.
You know what? All right. Before we get the bums on MVPs, because we're talking college football, and you talked about LSU. I'm not a fan. Obviously, I'm not a fan of college football. I'll watch like draft prospects or whatever. Like the bowl games I'll watch.
Mhm. Yeah.
But is there a specific college town you would want to go tailgate or party at?
Arizona.
And you're thinking Arizona State.
Yes.
Now, if I'm going to watch a game, I do want to experience the Virginia Tech with the Metallica music coming on and jump it. Obviously, I haven't gone to Illinois yet to watch a football game.
JT says, "Oh, why? Good answer."
Yeah.
No, it was just you talked about the LSU crowd has always looked fun. That was going to be my
Yeah.
answer. Like,
I think it would.
like
I think if it's a rivalry game, so if it's like Alabama versus like Auburn, or I know like Notre Dame and USC has been like a great rivalry over the years, it would be more of a rivalry game. It doesn't matter either or; it just has to be part of that rivalry. I would want to go. So, like I said, Alabama and Auburn is a good one to go to. Ohio State, Michigan is probably another good one to go to as well too. A lot of bad blood there, especially there've been really good teams there. So yeah,
I would go Wisconsin. I just want to be part of Jump Around. I just want to be part of
that
the
looks,
Jump Around.
yeah,
crowd,
that
'cause
looks fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you know what? I know it's going to be a fucking kick-ass tailgate. Wisconsin tailgates are fucking pretty good.
Yeah. You're just whisking shitty weather depending on when you go. But yeah. All right. Yeah, I like this only because I won, but I like this, Jay. Good call.
Thank you. All right, let's bump some people.
I think he's a bum. I think he's an absolute bum.
You call me a bum? My man, I take that with pride, with honor, that I'm a bum. I'm the king of the bums, baby.
Because you're training like a damn bum, you know that? Bum. A bum.
Bum.
I already know what happened.
You've been running the show, which and credit to you. You've been running the show. We lost the slides. Did you close them out?
I think so.
Either way,
I think.
I'm getting them going. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
so how's everything going today?
Yeah. Now I got to force myself to make up talk.
Oh man,
my
we don't talk a lot either, so this is kind of weird for us.
And the banter's at the beginning of the show is better than the banter at the end of the show.
All right, we got him up now. We're ready. This time for our listeners, Bums and MVBs. Prez Masters, all the way from Rome right now. Thank you, Prez, for sending this in at like 2:00 in the morning. Says Bum of the Week, MLB TV, thinking that I'm in Tennessee, Braves blackout territory, when I'm not even in the same hemisphere as any blackout territory for the Cubs or Brewers. Let me watch my damn team. Prez, to that I say, you're in fucking Italy, dude. You don't need to watch the Cubs.
I like it.
Enjoy life. Enjoy life.
I like the commitment. Yeah, he sent this like 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. Either way, don't worry about them. Sockside Boys, not even waiting for the promo video to drop earlier in the day. Bum of the Week is Ryan Poles for extending noodle leg Santos, not addressing the running back concerns and wasting a 4th round pick on a punter who isn't good. Yeah, I think that's very well said, and I think the running back concern would have been handled if New England didn't take TreVeyon Henderson.
Yeah. If buts and what's right.
Yeah.
I do want to give credit to Sockside Boys. He wanted to get that out there without the promo. Do you guys want to give me a little credit for being out on Santos? I'm gonna run with this all season long because people are finally coming around on Cairo Santos.
I've been out on him for the past 2 years too.
I've been early on this motherfucker.
No, I've been on that wagon with you because when you can't do a game-winning field goal of 55 yards, but you got Chris Boswell nailing like 59 yarders.
Yeah.
Boswell's a game changer for that. Like if we had somebody like that,
Boswell's hitting 60 yarders in December with a fucking polar vortex going, and they're splitting the uprights. But Noodle Leg, you give him 35 yards in the wind, and that thing's fucking shanking to the right.
Are we gonna be calling him this from now on?
Noodle Leg? Yeah. Oh yeah. Print the shirts.
Print the shirts.
He's a team captain,
Yeah.
So
Joey P, MVB, Bear Mysterio, and his crew for the best Bears tailgate experience ever. I'm happy Joe put Bears tailgate in there. Otherwise, I might have had some words. His MVB second one is Jose and Steph for making the trip back to visit us. Yeah, good. Happy they flew in. And then his bum of the week, second half, Chicago Bears, 100%.
I do like the Bums' growing friendship with Bear Mysterio, but as a wrestling fan, I have to ask, and maybe Joey or Jose in the comments, maybe they know the answer, or hopefully I get to ask Bear Mysterio himself. That's not how you spell Mysterio. At least not Rey Mysterio.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Mysterio.
But maybe that's the way that maybe he was trying. I don't know. There's something that we have to ask him.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the way he wanted to spell it.
Different last name.
Yeah.
What if it is his last name?
Mysterio would be awesome, man.
That would be crazy. And side note, I gotta say, Joey's a fucking wild man for wearing that pearl white fucking shit to a tailgate, dude. I would have so many different sauces and fluids on that thing. What
kind of fluids are we talking about here?
It's a Bears tailgate. It happens.
Bears do back-to-back opening touchdowns. You know, Dougie's gonna have bodily fluids all over him, man.
You saw
all over the face. All over the face.
He'll be Indiana Colts in this shit. It's Sandy P. MVBs to Joey for protecting me from an act of street violence Sunday morning. Whoa.
I didn't ask, but we need a story time with Sandy and Joey P. This seems like we need more than just a tweet.
Yeah, so thank you, Joey P, for protecting our Shock Queen. And
chivalry is not dead.
Yes, thank you.
Man of honor.
That's right. And she's also MVBing Bear Mysterio for the great time at the Bears tailgate with some great friends, Jose and Steph, and bum the Bears. Our boy Jose, MVB, Joey, and Sandy. There's a lot of circle jerking going around here in the MVBs. Joey and Sandy for the great Bear Mysterio and the great Bear Mysterio for the awesome tailgate. Everything leading up to the game was fantastic. Bum of the week, the Bears for playing with my emotions and me again. Really tickled you. Picked up the wrong luggage at the airport and had to turn around. Show more.
My gosh, no more. We get the idea. You had to turn around and probably give it back. Do you guys do anything to make your luggage stand out?
I got a bum sticker on my luggage.
Attaboy.
I don't know, dude. It just made me laugh the way it just said, and had to turn around and show more. Like, damn, what did he have to do to get that luggage back?
From our friend Mike, MVP Shane Smith for signing autographs Monday night. That's cool. Nice bowling pin.
Yeah, I like that bowling pin.
Yeah.
So that was going to be my comment. Michael has shared a good amount of bums and MVPs, and every so often he'll get like a guitar autographed. Now he's getting bowling pins autographed. I like that he gets like non-traditional things. Like it's interesting.
It's unique.
Yes. Yeah. So a bowling pin. Good. Like, do we know? Is Shane Smith like a big avid bowler or something?
Maybe we'll invite him out when we eventually do Peter versus Johnny that we've been talking about for 2 years.
Yeah.
So
gotta happen.
Bum of the week is anyone not saying the Bears.
That's the trend.
Joey
put some knife welding kids on 26th Street. That's woo.
That seems crazy. Are we sure they're not playing Knifey Spoony?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you do it in your white coat?
Yeah. All right. Credit to Joey.
Yeah, good job, Joe. Fred Sidney Brown, bums of the week. The Bears' second half performance versus Minnesota, and the Karen Phillies fan for snatching the ball from the kid's hands. Yeah, I think Giants gonna touch on that a little bit. MVB's Colson Montgomery's home runs, the Marlins organization for giving the kid a ball, and yours truly meeting Jim Tomey before tonight's game. Oh, very cool.
Well, I mean that's a great comment, but Colson Montgomery didn't hit a home run tonight, so fuck him.
Oh, game's over.
Wow.
Parlay.
Wow.
Yep.
Were you able to cash out early? Just
No,
curious.
they win?
offer. No, they didn't win, and no, I was not able to cash out.
They didn't even offer you two after 2 home runs on on 2 legs?
2 on 5.
On 5, you usually got to wait till 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Jeff Bartlett, bum, slow drivers. If you drive 10 to 15 miles under the speed limit in perfect driving conditions, you suck. Speed up, bitch. Ooh, Jeff got a little
yeah.
there.
I like when Jeff swears. It's few and far between. Him and
Aggressive.
Joey P. I don't really hear them swear often, but when they swear, they mean it. I like when Joey P swears, and I like when Jeff Bartlett swears.
Yeah, now we know
So,
what
he's
gets.
got a little Stone Cold in him.
Don't let Virginia McCaskey hear that.
Yeah, now we know what gets under Jeff's skin there. Speed up, bitch. Bum, that Karen Phillies fan. Yep. MVB Marlins game day opposite Harrison Bader for making it right to that kid. Yep, good stuff all around. Our friend JT, MVB, my Wi-Fi for holding up on Sunday while streaming every noon game. You gotta upgrade that. Always gotta have the upgraded Wi-Fi. Make new router and stuff before you stream on Sunday football. That's always a good check. Bum of the week: fantasy football trade vetoes when other managers vote against a trade because it would help other teams versus the trade actually being unfair. What's your thoughts on that? Because I vetoed trades before because I didn't want like a first place team to get better.
Mm-hmm.
That's bullshit.
Me vetoing a trade?
Yeah, no. I would veto a trade if it's like obviously collusion. Like if a first place team is trading with the 11th place team and they're just stacking the deck. But if it's a 50-50 or even anywhere close to that, just because of that's how first place teams stay in first place. I think that's bullshit. That's kind of playing scared, if you will.
So one of my leagues, the commissioner gets the only vote, and they use
that's bullshit too.
No. They use a website to where it's like,
is it fair?
Yeah, is it fair?
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah. So,
although that being said, Jeff, what are you doing trading week 1? I mean, at least let your team play a game before we're trading away your players.
Sounds like somebody didn't draft well.
I will say, Road Dogg, credit the Road Dogg, credit to Jeff. They won in the Beat the Bums League.
I did too.
Me too.
How did the Boneheads? How did the Boneheads go, Dougie?
Not well. But week 1, I beat your wife.
Hey.
Whoa.
In fantasy football.
King Ass, MVB, JJ McCarthy for proving George McCaskey right. Rumored McCaskey and Warren both wanted him over Caleb, proving they are smarter than us. No, that's just a troll, MVB.
Have you met Sam before?
No, I haven't. Bum of the week, not enough Taylor Swift on my TV during week 1.
Here we go.
I will say it was a troll MVB, but Caleb Williams is 0-4 against people in his draft class now. So that's something to look for.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Yeah, they better change that pretty quick. All right, and finally, Mailman Jack, MVB, my daughter Zoe coming over for a visit on a Tuesday to share a family meal with us makes my cold, dead heart happy. His co-MVB, Jason Kelsey, in a sea of hot dogs and pizza B-roll. He kept it real. I love it. Yeah, I'm not reading all that. Good job, Kelsey.
He's been all over the place in Chicago.
Yeah, he's been going to a lot of deep cuts. Let's put it that way. And he actually wore a shirt on the broadcast of one of his favorite apple fritter joints. So,
donut stands, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. So I saw Matt Lindler post a video. He was at Nisei Lounge doing Malort shots, and I was like, now I want a bum of the week. Anybody that didn't tell us that he was going to Nisei Lounge, we wouldn't have broadcast it to the world, but we needed my man Dougie Fresh to put in that application on his own and talk to the man himself.
Been going on for a while.
We've been waiting. And I know, Bear Mysterio met him while he was at the tailgate. A lot of people were getting, glad handling with Jason Kelsey. And I'm just mad that our guy Dougie didn't get to enjoy that. Also, I learned how Nisei Lounge was pronounced from Matt Lindler. So shout out to
Is that Nissan? Is that Nissan?
Nissan Lounge.
Nissan. Gotcha.
And Mailman Jackson, bum of the week, yesterday's fourth quarter.
Yep.
That was
Consensus.
All right, time for our bums and MVBs. Peter, kick us off tonight.
All right, I've got a real inside baseball MVB. Actually, you know what? I just did a punny, or not a punny, but it's just something that I said inside baseball kind of put a light bulb in my head. So before I get to my inside baseball MVB, I want to give another MVB to our guy, Aloha Mr. Hand. It's his birthday today.
happy birthday.
He's an OG Bumbassador, one of our main supporters from day one from Jump Street. So we want to say thank you to Pete. Appreciate you, and have a happy birthday. It's winding
Happy
down
birthday
now,
from
but
all of us.
hopefully it was a good one. Now my real inside baseball is something me and Jason has talked about for a while now. Now that I don't want to consider ourselves content creators, but we do go, and we've been lucky enough to get invited to a couple of things from the White Sox and different things. We always have like this like dilemma of like, are we going to film vertically for Instagram and like TikTok, or are we going to film for YouTube? It's like we have this discussion.
So I'll do one view, Peter does another view, and then
it's a pain in the dick. It's like, what are we going to do for one? What are we going to do for another? And I don't want to make this into an Apple Android debate, but Apple announced center stage front camera is now going to be part of iPhone 17. It has a square camera sensor. Basically, it takes videos both ways at the same time, so we don't have to deal with this. Everything we film now can go everywhere. So I'm going to get a new phone. I'll get an iPhone 17. And now, when we do we did the John Stamos pizza review, we could do it both ways and everybody could be happy. So it's something like, Jason, I think you said I manifested this, and I did. In my head, I'm like, I don't care if it's Android. I'll buy an Android phone. It just makes my life easier. But now I don't have to, and I keep my blue bubbles. So MVP,
you did say that when we were at the Sox event. You're like, dude, I know I wish they had a phone that took both videos at the same time. And I'm like, it's a great idea. And then 2 weeks later, here it is. Also, I love this so much that Samsung's got 1 year to add it, or I might have to get me an iPhone.
Wow, breaking news.
The biggest news. 1 year. Start the clock. I need a countdown.
9:37, 99.
So now I will say Samsung's new phones always come out at the beginning of February. So it'll basically be, if it's not in
February.
Yeah, if it's not in the 27 release,
he's already padding months on.
I'm just I'm giving them a little leeway, but
okay.
The clock's ticking.
I'm just saying, like, if this is announced today, they have to have somebody on it right now, so when February rolls around, it's there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's way too late.
Yeah, if you're first, you're last.
Yeah.
Or your last, whatever it was.
Yeah,
all right.
You're not first, you're last.
Thank you.
And then my bum of the week is myself. Your boy Baloney. There, Dougie, actually, you have the quote, and you always talk about Bears wins, or like the coffee tastes better after a Bears win, right?
Yeah.
Like, there is absolutely no worse feeling in the world than having to take the paint off your fingernails on a fucking Tuesday morning going to work after a Bears loss. Dude, we had to go to work. I had to go to work in the morning, and I'm sitting there with fucking nail polish remover, like one by one, painting my fucking. It was the saddest fucking scene I've ever heard. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And I'm just sitting there, 6:30 in the morning, inhaling fumes, which were delicious, by the way, and just fucking one by one with a fucking cotton swab and some nail polish remover going one by one. Like, it's the complete opposite of like the beer tastes better when you win, or the coffee tastes better the next morning. That fucking nail polish remover smelt like failure, and it fucking sucked. I was like, what am I doing with my life? That being said, somebody earlier asked if I'm going to be painting nails for Sunday's watch party. You're goddamn right. I'm going to have my nails painted. So stay tuned.
And it's going to happen. That's going to happen again on Monday. He's going to be like, why am I doing this?
Right. You have to buy stock and
dude. It was like, like the sun's barely coming up, and I'm sitting there on my chair in my fucking bed or my bathroom, just like wiping each nail one by one. I'm like, motherfucking Bears.
Bro, what do you think would have happened had you just shown up and like your workers saw just like you like nail painted?
They were
What do you
old school
think?
Mexican, man. They might have quit on the spot. I don't know.
Right.
I thought about just wearing work gloves all day if they won, so I could have my nails painted for tonight. But they didn't. So I'm like, just show up to work with my work gloves already.
All right.
Johnny, you're up.
My what a bum, and some people are kind of touching on it, on their bums, but Philly Karen and the fan who pushed and hit some of the players from that Buffalo Bills Ravens game. Starting with Philly Karen. I mean, she got dragged. She got dragged for doing what she did. I don't know what she was thinking of, as she thought that was her ball, and the fact that the dad was giving it to his kid as well too. Luckily, the Marlins, they stepped up. The Phillies stepped up as well too. So shout out to them for both looking at that video and seeing what had happened and giving them a lot of gifts. But obviously, Philly Karen, I mean, what are you doing? You got all dragged. Everybody was going against you. So I'm kind of glad that she got dragged out like that. And then obviously that fan who hit the Baltimore Ravens players, especially Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson pushed him back. I mean, I don't know what you're thinking of as far as thinking that it's okay to go ahead and hit somebody in the head. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're celebrating. They're not going and reaching out and hitting you or anything like that. So, just got to be better. You know what I'm saying? It's just got to be better in these situations. Obviously, they banned this particular person from, I think, not only Buffalo Bills games, but I think
every stadium.
Yeah, and stadium too. So, I don't know how they track that though, which is kind of like something that I've been thinking of, like how would they track somebody like that? But I think when I was listening to the radio about this, they were saying I guess they got like face recognition, so they can.
Most stadiums do now. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So. But yeah, I just think that the fans that did all this stuff just be better.
Can I ask you guys a question? Or maybe the guys at the bottom here now. Because, yeah, the lady, fuck her, right? Like, her reaction was out of line. I almost wanted the bum of the week, the dad, for giving the ball back.
No,
yeah.
It was not only that, it was his kid's birthday.
Yeah.
And you gave the ball back to that other person.
I wouldn't have done it.
I'm not fighting the lady, but I'm standing my ground at least a little bit. Or like, if you want it, I'm doing the old throw it back.
I think
no one gets it.
I think either way, like, I think
it worked out for the people.
Yes, it worked out for the people. I think he just didn't want any trouble. He's like, hey, I don't want to even get involved, because I think he probably maybe knew a lot of people recording this as well too. He's like, you know what? Just I don't want the trouble. I'm here with my kid. You don't know what to think in that situation. Yeah, if it was me, I'm definitely not giving that ball back. I don't care what that Karen was saying. I got the ball. It wasn't like everybody was going after it. It wasn't just them two. Everybody was going after it, and he got it for his son. Yeah, I wouldn't go that route, but he did the right thing.
Madison Fresh would have put that lady in a
oh yeah.
He also got scared as fuck, like when she first came up.
Oh yeah, you're like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
I
mean, it was more of like looking at her face too, right? Like,
right.
It's a Karen.
Yeah, he looked like the dude from Billions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go up next. My first bum is ESPN for yesterday during the broadcast. Our favorite Jim Cornelison singing the national anthem. Right when he was about to do the still there, they cut away, and you can that's directing. That's producing 101. You never cut away from the.
Yeah, that's like spitting in America's face.
Yeah, crowd was rocking, vibes, feels, and then they cut away right when he's doing that. So bum of the week, ESPN on that. My second bum of the week is the city of Austin. And this is another good example of government waste, and your tax dollars not at work. Austin spent $1.1 million to redesign their city logo from the crest to text with squiggly lines. So congratulations for wasting $1.1 million of taxpayer money for someone to make a logo that looks like a pharmaceutical company or math logo or something that's just the easiest fucking thing that a 5-year-old could have came up with.
Not only that, like this happens a lot where you hear is like, the state or a company, paid X amount of money for a new redesign, a new logo. It happens to sports teams all the time. We talk about AI taking over. Just AI this shit. He could have AI'd this for $9.99 on the app.
Yeah. Look at Cracker Barrel. You see they announced today that they're going to stop doing their remodels now too. Not only did they go back to the old logo, but they're like cutting down the remodels. Like just leave well enough alone, people. I mean, look at that logo. That logo is pretty fucking cool. I don't know what the genie shit's all about, but
It looks like a soccer crest. I could get behind it.
yeah. But
Yeah,
what's up with the genie lamp in the middle of it though? It's kind of weird.
But Johnny, I know you could okay with something better than 2 squiggly lines.
Give me the $1 million. I would have figured something out better. Yeah, that's
You'd have done it for $20,000.
yeah.
You know what? We're gonna do? Let's put our money where our mouth is. Next nonsense segment for next week. Us four are gonna redesign the Chicago flag, the infamous, famous Chicago flag that everybody loves and everyone gets tattooed on them. Can we come up with something better?
Okay. Only thing I'm gonna say is you can't use AI. You're not using anything with AI, so you have to come up with the design yourself. No AI help.
All right, how about this? We'll one up it. No computer shit either. You got to hand draw it.
Hand draw.
Fine.
Draw.
That's fine by me too.
Hand draw. Let's go, baby.
Can't use Mario Paint for mine.
I will allow Mario Paint if there's a video that comes with it.
Hand draw? How are we gonna? I'm gonna have to get a scanner to upload these fucking things on the slideshow. Fuck off!
Get the fuck, dude. You got a fucking cell phone? Take a picture. Fucking guy.
All right.
Just talked about a goddamn phone that's gonna take videos in 7 different ways and scan. Who the fuck's got a scanner nowadays?
Fax me your picture, Dougie.
I will.
Yeah, everybody fax their designs.
All right, and then finally, my MVB is my wife Sarah for putting up with me for 6 months while I was not working and dealing with me sleeping till 10, staying up till 2 a.m. playing video games, making lunch at 1 o'clock, and just being a lazy fuck sometimes. So I tried to do some stuff around the house and keep myself occupied, but yeah, she definitely felt the brunt of my unemployment. So MVB to her for surviving 6 months with my annoyance.
My kids recently went back to school too. No, dude, that's awesome, man. Fucking
and finally, Dougie, take us home.
All right, I'm going to start with my MVB. My MVB, I have a solo MVB. Goes out to Hunter Fresh. Hunter Fresh today, 3 years old. So,
happy birthday, Hunter.
Happy birthday, Hunter! Yay!
Yeah,
Shares a birthday with Aloha, Mr. Hand.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's one of the coolest kids that I know. So, happy
one
birthday
of the coolest
to him.
kids you made.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yes, the second best kid that I made. No, I couldn't ask for a better kid and anything like that. So, happy birthday to him. A little small MVP goes out to Baloney. I sent him that like literally 2 minutes before the show started because we had cake literally right before the show started. So thank you for getting
that's
that.
Sweet. What kind of cake we got there? Chocolate?
We got a Bears cake. Got a little Bears cake. Chocolate. I think strawberry cream.
Ooh,
so,
I like that.
He loves the strawberries. So my first bum is going out to sports fans that get into fights at games. Like, we're all like, the amount of money that we're paying to go to sports nowadays, I don't care what the hell happens, man. Like, it isn't worth fucking fighting. Like, and we see it every year. It's, kick off a football, this, that. Like, what are we doing, people? Like, just realize that not everybody shares the same views as you. Be a grown up, go to the game, enjoy the game. I don't, you guys have gone to games to me. Like, talking shit's talking shit. Once you take it past that limit and you start getting personal and it starts becoming more than just about you hating that team on that specific day, that's when shit just goes south. So just grow up, that's it. And this next one's going to hurt me a little, but I have to do it. I have to bum my guy Joey P. Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
Let's talk about this.
And it's something very specific. I saw Jose's walkout video last night, and I realized something. Like, there is a certain aspect of me that I love Joey P so much, but his positivity sometimes is too goddamn positive. Okay. I am watching this fucking video and I am just down bad, and I want to hear how Jose's down bad because I'm down bad. And I got Joey in the background, like, it's only week 1, we're good. I'm like, motherfucker, can you just...
He's like, we got 17 more to go.
17 more to go. I'm like, God damn it, Joey. I'm like, can you just be fucking angry with the rest of us? And he's just like, no. He's like the goddamn power of goddamn positivity. Fucking New Day over here. Like, just be angry once. Like, please. Like, everybody, no one's gonna, like, make fun of you. No one's gonna be like, this is out of character for Joey P. It's just... I just can't, man. Like, just fucking miserable for once, man.
Dougie, he's gonna text all of us, and he's gonna go to you. He's like, it's gonna be okay. It's just gonna be okay.
He's gonna text something so positive right now.
Yeah.
It's okay, Herman. It's okay, Herman.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Get him next time.
Yeah, we'll get him next time.
Shit, man. I don't know, man. Trust me, dude. I love Joey. Like, we all love Joey, but man, that shit hit me hard last night. I went to bed angry at Joey.
Wow, double.
So you
Bears
should
and Joey
angry to your loved ones.
Yeah.
Just Dougie, why is this guy so happy?
Right. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, he just...
Your happiness, man. Your happiness makes me fucking angry.
He goes to so many goddamn losing games. I think he's just cracked, man. Like, he's broken.
Yeah, he's broken. Nothing can break him now.
No, right. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you see him like that after a game. Like, dude, if we ever get good, like, I don't even know what's he gonna do, man. Like, he can't get happier, Like, the motherfucker's peaked, Like,
Dougie's over here like, you want to know how I got these scars?
Right.
Oh shit. Oh man. All right. That's our show. 2 more quick things. Number 1, like I said earlier in the show, our Bears watch party is this Sunday at their mobile off. Make sure you get your tickets if you want brunch and drinks. Otherwise, just show up. And then you get us twice in 1 week, because on Saturday, September 20th, it's our last tailgate of the season with our friends from the 108. Last whiskey of the year for 2025, and we're going out with the bang. We got Lawrence is coming back. We got Ramova Other Half Brew. We got Manuscrito Tequila coming back, and for the first time, we're bringing in Beautiful and the Damn Whiskey. Missing them on I uploaded a old image. There you go. Thank you, Peter.
Got you.
Yeah, tag team. And Beautiful and the Damn will be pouring some bourbon. So if you never had them, it's going to be a great time to try it. And if you love Manuscrito, like we all do, get some more. So make sure you RSVP from one of our accounts, the Bum's account, the 108's accounts, Beef Loaf, Treasy, My Sock Summer, they're all retweeting it. So it's going to be a great time. Beef's got some surprises for us. We're going to be bringing the beer pong. We're going to have some Plinko. We're going to have a lot of good time, going out with the banging for the end of the season. So see you guys all on the 20th as well. So, man, we got a full September of events with the Bums.
Well, slate. Sam's in the comments. The Asscast is doing something. The 108 bobblehead is next Tuesday. September is jam-packed. But we will see you at Ramova on Sunday.
Yep. See you then, guys. Have a good night, and let's get ready to bear down, baby.
Bear down.
Painted nails and all.